damn near 30 years, this incident, and use this incident against me to try to...
What's more, the 30 years this episode they utilized this occurrence against me to attempt to run me sometime back. Suge Knight discuss understanding what's happening inside Diddy's home. This data nearly caused him issues, yet there's more going on. Justin Combs, Diddy's child, talked up to sort things out. He said that Suge Knight is the one in particular who paid special attention to him and his mother. So are you prepared to dig further into this, Hollywood? We should analyze the issue in the present video. Obviously, before we go any further, ensure first that you buy into our station and hit that notice ringer for additional updates and recordings like this. Currently, we should get moving. The entire situation began when Suge Knight prodded Diddy by sharing a photograph via virtual entertainment. The image showed Suge Diddy child Justin Combs and Justin's mother Misa Hilton back when Justin was a small child. This post came after Suge discussed claims against Diddy on his digital recordings. He blamed Diddy for being a partner and referenced an individual named Capricorn who worked for Diddy. Suge figured Cap may be concealing some data about whether she was associated with QI. Suge additionally messed with Diddy about being his jail fellow prisoner, saying he'd share his phone and energetically looking at cooking and cleaning, all in a joking manner. In a digital broadcast discussion about his relationship with Diddy's ex Misa Hilton, Suge Knight dropped a stunner. He uncovered a photograph of himself playing with Diddy child Justin Combs back when Justin was only a child. This occurred during the serious East versus West Coast quarrel. After a meeting with Vlad Television, Diddy's previous safety officer Gene Bargan pondered the second Suge presented with Misa and 2-year-old Justin. Life truly got genuinely difficult when he became hitched. I set up an image of Wolf and one of Puffy children. Justin K. glanced at him. Gan Bargan, who worked for Diddy during the 9s, recalled the night when things took a serious turn. The photograph highlighted Suge with his arms around Misa holding Justin. Not exclusively was the photograph discourteous, yet the inscription exacerbated the situation. As per Gan, it got out, whatever the East Coast won't deal with the West Coast will. Diddy had an enraged response with veins jumping out of his temple as he shouted on the telephone for Diddy. This photograph was the straw that broke the camel's back. As per Gan arrangement and pressing forward was the only one. Push and Gene likewise shared that Eric B., who was going to become leader of Death Row East, was in New York attempting to reconcile with Biggie anyway. Diddy wasn't keen on any detense talks. Many individuals hypothesized on why Misa didn't focus on Diddy. In that frame of mind, there are momentum charges arising about Diddy's disturbing history with ladies. He's confronting different allegations, including cases of pressured fetus removals, actual mischief, and contribution, with Cassandra Ventura 1 and 4. Mir has made a legitimate move by documenting a claim in the government region court in Manhattan, pointing out extra cases against Brushes. This after the R&B vocalist Uche Casey Ventura has recorded a claim against him, and the charges she's evening out against him are honestly really stunning. Hip jump big shot Shay Diddy Combs has been blamed for beating and attacking his ex and artist Cassie Ventura, otherwise called Cassie, expressed in her claim that she previously experienced Combs in 2005 at 19 years of age when he was 37. In those days, she was endorsed to his mark Terrible Kid Records. About a year after the fact, People Incomes Group purportedly began proposing his heartfelt premium in Ventura. Regardless of her uneasiness because of their huge age distinction, Cassie isn't quick to sue Diddy for making feel horrible and body. Numerous ladies, including Aubrey Day from a gathering made by Diddy, said he attempted to exploit her. Aubrey got removed from the gathering. Danity Kane on the ground and said she would have rather not done things Diddy expected about ability as well as other stuff. Jean Bargan additionally said Diddy hurt other exes, like breaking Kim Watchman's nose. This shows an example of ladies saying Diddy mistreated them over the Thanksgiving weekend in 2023. Sean Combs confronted 2 separate claims, both blaming him for serious wrongdoing. The primary claim, announced by Drifter, came from a previous college understudy. She guaranteed that Combs abused her and record. The episode later spreading it as retribution. The subsequent claim blamed Combs for abuse and battery against the offended party and her companion in either 1990 or 1991. As per Drifter, a couple of days after the announced episode, Combs got back to the casualties' home and exposed them to an actual assault scene. Combs asserting he attacked her when she was only a teen The lady guarantees the president leader of Combs' terrible kid records got her when she was only 17 years before these new allegations. Combs was blamed for abusing his child's football trainer in 2015, reputed to have been in an actual squabble with Kid Cudi at a club in 2012, and confronted a claim for supposedly organizing an assault on an advertiser in 2007, returning to the 90s. Combs confessed to a decreased charge in the wake of going after the leader of Interscope Records with a seat, a phone, and a champagne bottle. This episode originated from his disappointment with a NAS video that he found ungodly, including when portraying two men executed. The adjudicator condemned Combs to 1 day. In a resentment, the executives programmed the collection of these episodes brings up difficult issues about Combs' way of behaving and connections over the course of the years. As per the recording, when Diddy learned of the supposed abuse, he took steps to explode Kid C's vehicle. Not long after this danger, Kid C's vehicle truly detonated. The recording then, at that point, expresses soon after Diddy's alarming statement, Kid C's vehicle truly exploded. And Kid C affirmed it. He affirmed it that the vehicle exploded, that truly occurs. All things considered, he'll explode vehicles. It's reasonable that individuals feel compassion towards shock holes, kids, particularly considering the difficulties looked by his most memorable child, Justin Combs. Recently, Justin had to deal with 2 misdeed penalties following a DUI capture, authoritatively accused of driving impaired and having a blood liquor content surpassing 0.8%, as per court reports got by Radar Online on July 3rd. Legal procedures have started. Justin was captured on June 27th of TUI close to Beverly Slopes. Subsequent to running a red light, a preliminary meeting is planned for August 10th in Los Angeles, California, with potential results including prison time unsure. Assuming that Justin is sentenced, he could keep away from prison time, yet the particulars stay hazy. The capture occurred on June 4th, close to Beverly Slopes, when he was pulled over for pursuing a red light. A primer examination, he was arrested on doubt of DUI. The previous school football star, now an entertainer and maker, confronted a misdeed DUI allegation with a $5,000 security. Fresh insight about the capture prompted Justin's mom, Misa Hilton, communicating dissatisfaction on Instagram stories. She coordinated furious messages towards Diddy. Her child's dad, Hilton, proceeded with her analysis, referencing UCLA, Justin's previous school, and alluding to Diddy's new claim against Spirit's organization Diego, where he blamed them for racial separation and disregarding his day-to-day on tequila brand. Misa Hilton additionally gave a harsh admonition to Diddy's head of staff, Christina Coram, guaranteeing she attempted to deal with her kin. Recommend it's typical for her to act this way since Diddy hasn't treated her decently either. Diddy, the dad of 7 youngsters, initially met Misa Hilton, the mother of his oldest kid, in the mid-1999s. They had their most memorable kid, Justin, when Hilton was 20 years of age in 1993 anyway. There were a few dubious occasions for this situation too. In spite of their child Justin Cole's new DUI capture and Hilton's underlying articulation of complaints via online entertainment, Diddy and his ex Misa appeared to have calmly settled their disparities. They participated in agreeable trades on Instagram. However, the remarks have been erased in a video advancing day to day on tequila. Diddy share the feeling, in some cases, you need to say everyone. Hilton embraced Diddy's viewpoint, expressing, "That's right. That is the way I feel consistently." Diddy answered with a message of affection, saying, "I love you, sovereign, stay in the light anyway." These remarks have been taken out from the post, like how things were settled with Cassie. Many accept that Diddy has consistently utilized his power unseemly to quiet his casualties. It's additionally seen that Diddy hasn't done much for his child either. Suge Knight then, again, has been consistently there for Misa and her child. Suge Knight acquired reputation for his strong statement at the 1995 Source Grants, where he got down on Puff Daddy from the Madison Square Nursery stage. His vital pitch encouraged specialists to join death row and stay away from chiefs barging in on their creative articulation, igniting a huge fight between Death Row and Awful Kid, as well as the East and West Coast hip-hop scenes. During that essential night, DJ Speedy, who was performing with Death Row, detected that Suge Knight's assertion would cause a tremendous change in a meeting on Mission Love. Preeminent fast shared, "You need to understand what truly happened." Okay, that evening, When the quarrel began when Suge Knight got up there and gotten at whatever he said that was a pitch for us, we didn't have any idea what planned to happen. We simply needed to address LaFast. Likewise uncovered one more detail from that night. Supposedly Suge Knight had Misa Hilton, the mother of Puffy child Justin, in his suite at the Parker Meridian lodging in New York City. As per Speedy, different specialists related with Diddy like Mary J. Blige were likewise present. He found the circumstance befuddling, and right up until today, individuals consider Suge Knight as the mentor for Justin, as Diddy never appeared to safeguard them. Yet what is your take on this? Multitude have told us your considerations in the remarks that is in support of today. We want to believe that you partook in that video, and in the event that you made a point to hit like buy in and hit that warning chime for additional recordings like this.